Gamers, I made my daughter laugh this morning because she was making fun of me for farting. One of her favorite songs, We Like to Party by the Venga Boys, as it is probably one of all of our favorite songs if we're using our ears actively. I just hit her, this was like 7:40 a.m. I went, we like to farty. We like to farty. And then she laughed, and I said, we got to see where this goes. So it went, I've got something to smell ya. I've got toots for you. Gonna put some meals in motion. Get ready, cause I'm stinking poo. Anyway, she loved it, man. She went crazy. It is disgusting. Say, hey now, hear what I say now. Flatulence is just around the corner. I'm still working on the rest, though, because they say a lot of stuff about the Venga Boys, which is kind of hard to, like, twist into a flatulatory context. Yeah, I think, like, IBS Bob Dylan is kind of a good bit. I gotta figure it out, though. I gotta think about it. All I can think of is, I'm picturing like a Rap Genius lyric card with his fuck-ass face from the Blonde on Blonde cover, but then the lyric just says, ooh, my tummy hurts. He could be on the pavement thinking about the government, depending on when he got a fucking flare-up. Whole weekend, no letterbox, what gives? I'll have you know I'm halfway through Nosferatu, but I couldn't finish it because it's really long. I'm going to finish it tomorrow. Also realize you fuckers have been lying to me. Every time I say like, Bowser, Vladimir, impostor, Bowser. There's like 3 people that go, why is Unk talking like Willem Dafoe in Nosferatu? Listen, buddy, Willem Dafoe just talks like Willem Dafoe with like a German accent. That's how Count Orlok talks, who is not Willem Dafoe, that's Bill Skarsgård. You don't know shit, man. You should be watching that shit with X-ray on. You don't know who the fuck anybody is. Pissing me the fuck off, man. Also, I'm pissed off at all of you. I had a whole bit about how I thought Nosferatu was Dracula, and everyone was like, you're stupid. Nosferatu's it's not even close to Dracula. They're just both vampires. It's the same fucking plot as Bram Stoker's Dracula, bitch. You fucking liars. They changed the names of the characters. Dude gets sent to fucking Romania, falls under the thrall of a fucking weird occult vampire. The vampire goes, oh shit, he married a baddie, gets on a boat, goes back. Oh, but he doesn't go to London. He goes to Bohemia or something. Listen, motherfucker. I don't care if he's going to the Hanseatic Order. It's the same. It's good. It's good, by the way. It's good. You guys told me it was not Dracula. It's Dracula, man. He is Dracula. He just doesn't have the titty hair like Gary Oldman. You ever crash out and see red? No. I'm 5'10", 225. Blood pressure 128/74. Resting heart rate of 62. I'm in perfect health, man. They're calling me the strongest man in the country. Yeah, sources are saying he's 6'2", 190, dick skin natty. Sources are saying the streamer is recommending 8 hours of sleep a night and eating grass-fed beef with no antibiotics. Nurse took my blood pressure, said, do you have high blood pressure? I was like, girl, you tell me. That's a good point. That's a good point. It is kind of crazy when you go see a doctor, the first thing they ask is, what's wrong? You're like, isn't that your job? I'm not going to call my doctor a bitch. But like, why do you think I'm here? You see Katy Perry kissing the ground after returning from space? That's AI. I don't believe they sent Katy Perry to space. And if they did, they would have left her there, based on the performance of her last album and the songs on it. Although we have some respect for the Teenage Dream era, not as much as we do for Beach House's similarly named era, but to some extent, sure. I mean, we put some, I think we put about as much respect as it deserves, which is more than 0, and more than a little, but less than a lot, in my opinion. I've got the eye of the tiger. That's going to be stuck in my head, man. But honestly, that kind of mogs what I've been listening to in the car, because my daughter's gotten really into Meghan Trainor lately. And her song, Better When I'm Dancing, from the Peanuts soundtrack. The Peanuts soundtrack? That's glib. She do be singing songs that are like, what if what if AI made jazz? That's fucking good, man. Hey, ChatGPT, make me a nice soulful jazz song. I have my Gucci home. I could have my Louis Vuitton, well, even with a nothing. I just like her voice is so soulful. I made you. What the hell was that? Is the stock market okay? That's a G-chat message. At 9:10 a.m. on a Monday. Nah, we're chill. We're chill. No, we not about the base in this chat. We not all about the base here. Sorry to say. I mean, I am all about the bass, but I'm not all about the bass. What about the treble? I prefer the bass, if I'm being honest. We're so back gamers. British movies, widescreen British movies, Stanley Kubrick type stuff. This is, what's that movie called? You know the one, Clockwork Orange. You ever think it's crazy that Stanley Kubrick has a movie called Eyes Wide Shut, and the most famous image from Clockwork Orange is the dude with his eyes wide open with the... They're trying to make him watch the season 2 of The Rings of Power on Prime Video. Ah! Ah! Anyway. Nope. Old James Bond type stuff. This is like Dr. No. This is Goldfinger, sorry. Always get the okay. Well, it's not going to be My Fair Lady because we had My Fair Lady. I don't know, man. How would I know? Let's be real. Yeah, I don't know anything about this. This is like His Girl Friday. I have no concept of what this. I don't know what. Okay, you know what? Is it Around the World in 80 Days? You got it. You asked me about a movie with a hot air balloon. I've got one answer for you. It's Around the World in 80 Days. Suppose I should have gotten it from La Coquette, but His Girl Friday's in black and white. Everything's in black and white if you're colorblind or a dog. It's kind of messed up. My dad's colorblind, so I can make those jokes. Sorry, your appeal to morality has been parried by me knowing a motherfucker who has the affliction and having dealt with the shared trauma. This hip-hop ensemble released the 2006 hit song, Where'd You Go? They're called, it's the 100% concentrated power of will, 100% pleasure, 100% pain, 100% reason to remember the name. Why do I want to say that their name is Gosford Park? No, I'm getting Park from Linkin Park. Where the hell is Gosford coming from? Gravity Falls? Young Gravy? Are you Young? Wait, I'm going to know it as soon as I see it. It's called like the Lincoln Project or something, right? What are you called? Fort Minor. Something like that. Sorry, no disrespect. I was listening to good music when Fort Minor came out. I can't talk about this openly. I can only talk about this with Justin. About once a year, we will just comment to one another about how crazy it is that everybody in 2004 agreed that Linkin Park sucked, but then somehow they squeezed their way into like the zeitgeist, and now people are like, well, if we're talking about albums from the 2000s that are 10s, you gotta put Hybrid Theory up there. And I'm like only Justin and I seem to be aware of the fact that we slipped into a pocket universe where the rules were inverted, and we don't know when it happened. I'm going to assume 2016 election. Justin and I are the only people who have woken up from the machine programming from the Matrix. And maybe Corey. You literally can't say that you think Linkin Park is bad anymore. Cannot take this anymore. Seeing all the things we said before. All these thoughts, they make no sense. I found peace in ignorance. Let's see here, let's you say over and over again. Sang the whole thing without even opening my teeth, man. Knows all the words? Yeah, because I was in 8th grade when the "Shut up when I'm talking to you" song came out. Shut up! Wicka wicka woo! Shut up! Wicka wicka woo! Shut up when I'm talking to you! Da 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 da! Shut up! Wicka wicka woo! I was there, man. What's your excuse? I kind of want to listen to it now, though. I do kind of want to listen to it now. Uneaten part of toast often, crust, like stud muffins. I don't know. Prepare for use as a marker. Nick of 48 hours. That's Nolty. Strike zone's lower boundary. Your knees. Alternative to a chip in the baking aisle. A chunk. Run-on sentence. Cousin's dad. Spitting out on the ice, they say. Uses a keyboard. Types. Like stud muffins. Hunky. Skates! The mini leaderboard will only be available in the app starting on the 14th. Okay, buddy. Oh, if you don't sign up for the app, you're not going to be able to compete on the leaderboards anymore. Don't you want to keep your stats? Don't you want to maintain the illusion that you're doing something productive so you can look back on your stats and see how your mini... I'm here to get temporary spiritual enlightenment, bitch. We're all going to die someday. Oh, you can upload the sum total of your life to a server farm in the valley. Okay, listen, buddy. You got the wrong guy. Everything's ephemeral, okay? Even this sentence. Sorry, I blacked out for a second. This is Vicolo sausage mushroom pizza. It looks like the pizza looks like it's the size of... Well, I don't even know. I would call it like one of the tarts at the bakery that never gets bought. You know what I'm talking about? Like it doesn't, it looks like it's about like that big, but I could just be a deceiving photo. An Italian sausage, it's got three cheeses maybe? Sausage and mushroom pizza, 3 by 15 ounces, 3 pizzas maybe. 15 ounces? This shit's not real. I have no idea. It's $13.99. Okay, listen, buddy. Not everybody can touch the filament, but I tell you, I would not pay it. I would not pay it. The pizzas look a little sus to me. That's all I'm going to say about that. The tariff mentat. The tariff mentat. I should have known that Herr Canuck was kind of a bad guy just by the choice of his words. Back me up here, Nick. I was like, this guy, he doesn't seem so bad. Then he started being like, Mr. Harker, in the flesh, what divine providence has brought you to meet your wife? She's so ephemeral. She's nearly a sylph. I was like, is that how fuckers were talking back then? No, it wasn't, bro. No, it wasn't. He's sus. I gotta finish the movie. No spoilers, please. I gotta finish the movie. Now, I have read Dracula and seen Francis Ford Coppola's Dracula. So, like, I think I got an idea of where things are going. but no spoilers, please. No spoilers for the movie based on a book that came out in like 1806. I just feel like this is just start with some Eritrea type shit. It could be Yemen. That's not what I thought Yemen was. I thought Yemen was this one, but that's Oman. It could be the UAE. It is the UAE. It's that simple. So I was trying to think. My knowledge of the Persian Gulf geography is not that great. This is Oman, UAE. This is Qatar. No disrespect, the miniature Denmark here is Qatar. Yes, okay. What are you? Are you Saudi Arabia? Does Saudi Arabia does it go coast to coast? Stop stroking it. Okay, Saudi Arabia goes coast to coast. Then this is Bahrain. Is this, or Bahrain's in here? Okay, Bahrain's in here somewhere. Bahrain is on an island. Oh, Bahrain is like right there. So now that I didn't feel comfortable with the mouse motion there. I'm moving on. Y'all, it's been fun. No, I know this one. This is the Gambia, dude. The Gambia. That's a huge 1 of 1 for me. June 18th, 99. I was locked the fuck in June 18th, 1999. It's a summer between 5th grade and 6th grade. I was there, man. I was there. With a Walt Disney movie this is Toy Story 2. It just can't be anything else. Fuck you. Family adventure animation drama starring Tony Goldwyn. It's Hercules. It's Hercules, people. Whatever. Fuck you. Reveal all hints. Blank was oh, it's Tarzan. Tarzan. What was I don't fuck with that, man. Fuck you. Phil Collins mogs you, but not in that movie soundtrack. I was still locked in. I was watching like real shit. Like this. New Line Cinema, June 18th. This is Austin Powers, The Spy Who Shagged Me. That's a new line. You asked me about New Line Cinema? I'm coming up with 2 movies. Austin Powers, The Spy Who Shagged Me, and The Lawnmower Man. That's all you need to know. New Line Cinema, blockbuster in its second week. That's the real shit you were watching? Yeah, bitch, it was mogging Tarzan. You don't understand, okay? Back in 1999, if you were in middle school, watching cartoons made you a loser. Now, if you're 37, not watching cartoons makes you a fascist somehow, okay? The world has turned and left me here. I don't know how it happened. It would happen slowly at first and then all at once. I'm just saying, because you weren't fucking alive back then, all the cool kids were watching The Spy Who Shagged Me, okay? Paramount Pictures, 22 million, John Travolta. 1999, John Travolta. 1990, let me get a genre. A crime mystery thriller. John Travolta. Ransom, that's Mel Gibson. Same hairline. At least on screen. Paramount Pictures. Deadly Disturbance. Is that a real movie? Family Disturbance. Does it also star Vince Vaughn? Go Behind the Lies. Madeline Stowe. Directed by Simon West, also with James. I don't know this one. It's him on the poster like this. It's someone's daughter, general's daughter. The general's daughter. What did I fucking tell you? Yes, sir. That's a 0, but it's an honorable 0. I'll take that. What did I tell you, man? My parents and grandparents watched this on pay-per-view when I was a kid. I don't think I watched it, though. And Universal got to 80 million, starring Julia Roberts, 99. One easy play here would be Aaron Brockovich. 99, Julia Roberts. After My Best Friend's Wedding. It's Runaway Bride. Runaway Bride. It's Dr. T and the Women. I don't even know if she's in that now that I think about it. Can the most famous... it's America's Sweetheart. The most famous movie star in the world fall for the man on this... Notting Hill. Okay, God damn, Julia Roberts been in a lot of movies that feel very similar. That's all I'm going to say. Notting Hill, okay. Not a great performance today, but I'll take The Spy Who Shagged Me on that one. What a poster. I always feel like somebody's watching me. I'm in the shower. I'm afraid to wash my hair. I might turn around and find someone standing there. People say I'm crazy. Just a little touch. Maybe showers remind me of Psycho too much. You think like anybody who's ever been in a movie that has a poster like this should be banned from cinema forever? I thought about that when I was at my in-laws' place and they were watching the Netflix movie Yes Day about like, what if you... Which is stupid. Any parent will tell you, dumbest fucking concept. What if... I'm tired of saying no to my kids. Maybe we should just have like a day where we just say yes to them all the time. Kids don't know how to run a house, man. It's chaos. You can't have your kids driving the car for a day, man. It doesn't work like that. My kid wants a yes day for his birthday. Don't relent, man. I mean, I think it's like you could have like a low stakes yes day. You could be like, sure, you can have dessert before dinner tonight or something like that. That's fine. But like, I don't know. There's just some days where you can't be like, you know, yeah, sure, let's go to the amusement park. It's already 9:30 p.m. or something. Like, it's a school night. That's crazy. You can't just open a yes day, okay? It's ridiculous. Anyway, what are we talking about here? Desperado. Maggie Q, what the hell did they do? Sierra and Hines, what did they do to you, man? They paid you. They paid you, and that's fine. Why am I scrolling, man? I don't know who these people are down here. No disrespect. Maybe 20 years from now, I'll be playing movie to movie, and I'll be like, oh shit, Savannah Gam was in this? This must have been like the role that really like propelled her career into greatness. Like, who knew? Maybe I'll be like, damn, I didn't know that Franco Castan was in this shit. I didn't know Valkyrae was in this. Did she get cut from the Minecraft movie? Oh, man. Okay, so we got to go back. So that's a bad start. Antonio Banderas, X versus... I know where I want to go. It's Maggie Q, Live Free or Die Hard, Bruce Willis, lucky number 11, Lucy Liu, X versus Sever, Antonio Banderas, Desperado. Time? Pretty good. Did you see the lightning bolt strike me? Right in between my eyes? In my brain, from the second that I saw Maggie Q, I said, there's only one path. Maggie Q has only been in Live Free or Die Hard, and that takes me to Bruce Willis, which takes me to Lucy Liu, which takes me to X versus Sever, and we're done. She's probably been in other stuff, don't get me wrong. Oh, that's a glib fucking connection. Steve Buscemi. They'll never make me hate you, Steve Buscemi. They'll never make me hate you. Is Crackdown 2? Crackdown 3? Crackdown 3? Terry Crews, man. Remember? Crackdown was so good. It was okay. It was okay as long as you only remember the part where you were like scaling really tall buildings to grab those medals, and not the part where you spend 25 hours mashing a button inside of a building to like kill a gang boss to get one attribute point to make you be able to climb a slightly taller building. Nah, man, it was fun. Oh, I guess I didn't play it. I guess I didn't buy it in order to get the Halo 3 limited time multiplayer demo and then beat the whole fucking game because I didn't have shit else to do. I guess I wasn't an adult when I did that either. I guess that was all a delusion. My opinion doesn't matter. Was the Halo part good? I've been wrong many times before. One big time, I was like, iPhone doesn't make sense to me. Who wants bigger phones? The meta is smaller phones, dude. I was wrong about that one. The iPhone ended up being somewhat transformative. I was also wrong about Halo 3. I played like maybe 5 or 6 matches of the Halo 3 multiplayer demo and like saw someone use a bubble shield and I went, that's it, I'm out. They fucked it. Halo 2 was perfect. What's all this bubble shield shit? I was like, I literally would like wash my hands of it and I was like, I'm done with this. I'm never going to play it again. You knew? Halo 3 ended up being really popular. And like 3 subsequent Halos. And then after that, they came out with so many that I can't keep them straight anymore. But I think I'm one-tapped, guys. I don't know this one. From 6 years ago, stealth game. Untitled Goose Game. That makes sense. Untitled Goose Game. Can I say something about Untitled Goose Game? Give me a second here. I've got an axe to grind. 2019 Game of the Year. 2019 Game Awards. Indie Game of the Year. Oh, no, it's not fresh. Oh, no, never mind. I was wrong, dude. I thought Untitled Goose Game won Indie Game of the Year. But it was Disco Elysium. Now, can I say one more thing? You're going to go based. 2 other nominees that year you might have heard of. Outer Wilds. A little game by the name of Slay the Spire. Turns out, looking back, 2019 had a pretty stacked, fresh indie game category. Can I also say, none of those were nominated for best overall game, which is fucked up, man. You know what got nominated over Outer Wilds for Game of the Year? The Outer Worlds, man. Did they make a mistake? Did they write the wrong one down? Neither Disco Elysium, nor Slay the Spire, nor Outer Wilds nominated for Game of the Year. Instead, we got Sekiro, great game. Control. Good game, great theming. Good game, great vibes. Good game, great... They're trying to kill me. They're trying to kill me for being right. Death Stranding. Good game, great vibes. Outer Worlds. I cannot speak or I'll be in trouble. Resident Evil 2, great game. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, great game. Can I say a little masturbatory to nominate it for Game of the Year? Whatever. You gotta fit Slay the Spire up there, man. You gotta fit Slay the Spire in there. What's your beef with Goose Game? I think it's a little holds up spork to me. Like, I played like an hour of it and I was like, there's some funny moments, but I was like, I can't imagine having a conversation with the type of person who's like, I platinumed this game. I got every trophy. It's fine. It's not bad. Like, it was okay. Yeah, it was like an artier, like, Goat Simulator. Like a Goat Simulator, I would say, with like a little bit more craft behind it. All I'm going to say is Little Kitty Big City mogs it any day of the week, but they had 6 years to build extra technology for that, so maybe that's not fair. Early access games suffer from fatigue. Slay the Spire was already 2 years old. Oh no, I've had too long to get used to the best game ever made. Oh no, I've been immersed in Peak so long, the Peak is starting to look mid. What the fuck are you talking about? You should pay them more money because they let you access it early. They let you touch the Ark of the Covenant despite having an impure soul, buddy. That's worth more than $19.99. You're pissing me off. Really, I shouldn't have said it, but it's true. Okay. Carolina Hurricanes team captain. That's tough. I'm going to say Rod Brindamore. We took a photo of people before and after telling them they're beautiful. You won't believe the results. Jay, are you here, Jay? It's kind of crazy how many NHL players kind of look like you. I think both Joe Pavelski and David Perron look like Jay. That's not an insult. This is a handsome guy, man. Are you shitting me? It's a handsome man. I don't know if that's natural or if like a barber has to shave that in. Like I don't know how hair works, to be honest, but he just looks like a white guy. Brother, leave your house. Most white guys are not looking like this. We're looking half melted and busted, and we got like the 2 sizes too large shirt tucked into 2 sizes too small pants and stuff like that. Like, this is not what the average fella looks like. The beard is saving him. I'm going to say just dollars to donuts. He's a professional athlete. You're chatting on Twitch. Who do you think is mogging here? I think Joe's mogging you on average. No, maybe you're the most handsome motherfucker that's ever existed. Okay? But like, I think Joe Pavelski probably mogs you, just given the domains that we're operating in here, okay? And that's not mean. You're hating on him, man. He didn't even do shit. He didn't even, like, consent to his likeness being in Pugdoku, okay? So you're firing shots at a stranger from an errant position with no valid argument, from a position of weakness. That's crazy. This is so rude, but it's also true. I'm like, well, it's not true, but like it hits. You ever read that story about the Finnish guy in the Winter War who got trapped behind enemy lines and took like a whole month's worth of meth rations and then walked like 700 kilometers back to safety? It's kind of given that intensity for sure. I'm doing corporate online trainings and this video is telling me to fight an active shooter if the vibes are right. It's tough, man. Obviously, I hope to never find myself in that situation. But I think if you are in the situation and the shooter's reloading, someone's got to rush him. I don't think it necessarily should have to be you. It should probably be like whoever's most able, like a confluence of most able and closest. That's facts, though. It really does say that. I mean, I'm not a combat expert. I'm just saying, man. That's not me. I'm telling one of the men. That's so fucked up that no one will hate you for saying that. Why I'm a man, I gotta go fight the active shooter. It's not 1906 anymore. Like, can we at least tackle him at the same time? I'm tiny. You can tie his shoelaces together or something while I'm grappling with them. Like, we all gotta pitch in. Like if I'm it's plausible because it happened. Like I'm on the boat a lot. But if I'm ever on a cruise and it's going down and they call women and children first, we're gonna have a discussion real quick. Because like children, sure, man, they haven't had a chance. They can get on the lifeboats first. But we gotta maybe at least play like rock paper scissors between them, each man and each woman, To me, that I paid the same as my wife to get on the boat. How come it didn't say anywhere in the terms of service that's like if the shit's going down and there's no room on the lifeboats, like all the men have to eat it and the women get to go on the boats. That doesn't seem fair to me. We at least got to like roll a dice or something. I could accept the dice. And then people are always like, oh, men have it too easy. They've had it too easy for so long. And I'm like, yeah, but I didn't do that shit. That was grandpa, bitch. I didn't do that. Take that up with my grandpa, man. He's still alive. I didn't do any of that shit. He was probably smoking cigars in the office. Honey, I'm going to work late, having an affair with the secretary and stuff. I didn't do any of that shit, man. I've just been minding my own business. I got to be, oh, your grandpa was kind of a dickhead. I'm more of a victim of that than you are, man. It just doesn't make any sense. Rock, paper, scissors. Best 2 out of 3. Or like draw straws or something. And then at least let me be the hero. Someone draws the straw, like a lady draws the straw. I can do the Bruce Willis Armageddon thing and like rip her out of the boat and onto the lifeboat. And then she falls down and she's like, no. And I'm like, tell Kate I love her. And then like slam the door and spin the fuck, because I assume it's got one of those like rotating. And then like kick the boat so it starts... like it can't stop because it's got too much inertia. Just kick the boat, and then it like the engine goes on, and they're like slamming on the back window. No! At least let me be the hero or something is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, the engine's going like a riggy-diggy-doo. I almost typed lembas bread. Then I thought maybe J.R.R. Tolkien stole that stuff. Maybe it was like lembas is just Swedish for bread, and everybody that read it in England in like 1907 was like, his creativity knows no bounds. They're good books and good movies, okay? I can't stop rage farming the Lord of the Rings. The Lord of the Rings stands. I like the movies. I like them a lot. The books, I liked them, but I read them when I was like 12, so I don't know if I can trust my old opinion, but this looks like... Spätzle dough? This is Germany or Austria. And then it's Swiss chard. It's like a Swiss chard dumpling. I'm confident saying Germany. Borders to the south, Austria. Okay, fair enough. Ah! Switzerland? You see, this shit pisses me. I guess it does have Swiss chard. You're right. The thing is, the shit that pisses me off is like they'll eat something in Newfoundland and my Pacific Ocean ass has never seen it before. People are like fake Canadian. Meanwhile, the capital cities of these countries are like 30 kilometers apart. Like you could literally walk it in a day. And people are like, they're very distinct. It's very different. Yeah, okay, buddy. I mean, I guess they did fight like, 3 millennia of wars to draw the borders. So there's probably something to it, but come on, man. Switzerland didn't? They were like renting mercenaries or some shit. Studying galactic velocity curves, Vera Rubin helped to establish the existence of what mysterious stuff? Antimatter. According to people who seem to know, the universe is made of dark energy, ordinary matter, and 26.8% what thing that sounds like a combination? Dark matter. Yep, okay, dark matter. What is dark matter? It's the opposite of light matter. Oh, shit. Nobody knows, huh? Catch-all term for matter we don't know how to observe yet. Damn, so it's like the undecided voters in the 2024 election? Like we can theorize their existence even though no one's ever shook one of their hands? They keep showing up in the data somehow, even though it seems inconceivable that someone couldn't have made up their mind by then. All right, I guess a lot of science is like inferences like that. Okay, yeah, all right. I understand what you're saying. All right, I can pick that up. Total land area starting with the largest. Well, people are going to be like offended, and that's okay. Let's be honest. Brazil is big as fuck. Denmark, pretty small. France, bigger than Denmark. Kazakhstan, big as fuck. Indonesia, really tricky because it's, back me up here, librarian, it's like 100 islands. It might actually be like 20,000 islands. 100 might be like seriously underselling it. I think if I had to guess, I think it looks like this. Ethiopia might not be as big anymore as it is in my head, because in my head, I remember it being bigger because of EU4. Denmark is like really small. Obviously, the map emphasizes the size of northern hemisphere countries, or countries that are further from the equator at least. But I still think France is bigger than Ethiopia. I might be mistaken. Denmark is not last. Okay, I'm sorry. Indonesia has to be last. It must go France, Denmark, Indonesia. What? Oh, because of fucking Greenland, bitch, you fucker. God damn it. God damn it. Fuck. Greenland accounts for 98% of the area, motherfucker. Still, all of them get mogged by Canada. That's the important part. How didn't you get that? Because the only king we're fucking with in North America is Burger King, bro. We don't know shit about duchies. And like, we have counties, but they're not associated with a count unless you're eating cereal. We don't do that shit up here. I don't know what the fuck a baron is. Higher mean daily temperature in spring. I'm going to say Arizona. Because I'm not an idiot. Higher percent increase in population weighted density. So I'm assuming Kingston mentioned! I'm assuming this is what area had more population growth in these 20 years. I feel like Tennessee's been popping off, right? Because of Morgan Wallen. Higher percentage of workers employed in agriculture, forestry, fishing, and hunting. I'm going to say Alaska not first. And that's what they do, man. That's what they do. Hunting, fishing, and forestry, man. Oh, and oil. That's true. And cruise ship tours. Higher percentage of adults who don't exercise. Corpus Christi, Texas. Instalock. Higher percentage of people who are Gen Z. I'd assume it's Minneapolis, St. Paul. Fair enough, man. Fair enough. They didn't know Syracuse. Who knew? I thought that only like ancient Greeks lived there. Syracuse has a university. Oh, I forgot Minneapolis. You don't know shit about the Golden Gophers, huh? You don't know shit about fucking Craig Finn. You don't know shit about Fargo. You don't know shit about the Frozen Four. You don't know shit about the Beanpot. You don't know shit about Boston College. You don't know shit about the University of Michigan, Quinn Hughes alumni. You don't know shit about the fucking Boston University. One fucking common denominator there. You don't know shit about that. Syracuse only has a university. They got lots, well, until recently they had lots of Canadians going down there to buy milk. They must be pretty stoked in Syracuse and Bellingham right now. They're like, oh my God, there's so many eggs in the grocery store. The Canadians stopped coming down here and eating our eggs. Now we got so many eggs. The eggs must be so much cheaper because demand has fallen so precipitously. They must be loving it down there right now, right? So much room for activities, right? I don't hate Bellingham. The land didn't do anything wrong. The soil, the animals, the livestock, the infrastructure, they didn't do anything. Most of the people also didn't do anything, but some of the people did something. What did they do? Walk up the stairs because the city has no escalators? And how do you have a town with no escalators? They got buildings with more than one floor. I've seen them with my own two eyes. Doesn't Bellingham have a big mall? Doesn't it have like the Bellis Falls Mall or whatever? How is it possible they have a huge mall with no escalator? This shit a bungalow? It doesn't even make any sense, man. Venus Falls. It's one floor. Every time I drive past the highway exit, there's like 1,000 GMC Suburbans trying to get off the highway. You're telling me they're all parking for a bungalow mall? I'd assume that shit would be at least 2 stories. At least. It's a ranch. All right, man. You know what? You don't have to worry about me coming out and buying your fucking Trader Joe's General Tso's chicken to put in the air fryer anymore. You don't have to worry about that shit. WA doesn't want you. I promise you some of WA does. Mock's boarding house, they want my ass. They keep sending me emails. They know I'm the type of motherfucker who, once I got a couple of games of Catan in me, can't resist ordering matzo sticks, okay? They know I'm a soft target. So you don't speak for the whole state. 3.9 billion views, man. This is Dancing on My Own by Robin. Oh. It actually might be. Not really. Callum. Who the hell's Callum Scott, man? Who the hell's Callum Scott? There's no Robin? That's so... It's so familiar. You were gone, 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 you were gone. Give it a second. I need more. Ah, ready for it, ready for it. It's Katy Perry. It's Wild Dark Horse. That's right. Wait, dude? Was my brain fucking cooking? Was it ready for it, ready for it? It was doing something. It was pulling the thread out. It was doing something. Anyway, this song's doing something to me. I mean, it's like, it's not horrible. Oh, we could go down in flames again, baby, when you are as a horse. There's a dark horse on the rise. I do ready for it. Ready for it, ready for it, ready for it. Ready for it, ready for it. Dark horse. I tell you something, we had an event for my daughter's school yesterday. Some of the other dads are gamers. They asked, hey, they know I'm a gamer. They say, what have you been playing lately? I tell them about Blueprints. They're like, oh, that sounds really cool. Anything else? And then I gotta tell them, can you imagine the look on their face when I tell them I've been playing a game called Nubby's Number Factory, and then they go to the Steam app on their phone and look it up and go, what is this? And I'm like, it's like you ever heard of Peggle or like Pachinko? It's kind of like Pachinko mixed with like Cookie Clicker. Like the numbers get really big. They get it. They're gamers too. But there was a little bit of I don't want to say a barrier to entry, but at first it was like, I was like, don't write it off because of the aesthetic. There's whispers of a new gambling roguelike called Clover Pit. Keep it in your wheelhouse. Can I say something? I don't mean to make you offended, but this happens a lot, and it happened specifically with this game. People said, hey, NL, have you heard of this game? You should play it. And then I asked Chiblee about it, and he goes, yeah, it's not out yet. And I go, well, why the heck is everyone bugging me to play it? And he goes, because they saw me play the demo. And I go, oh, okay. When it comes out, I'll play it, man. But I'm like, I'm not gonna dedicate the whole stream to the demo. I'll eat the whole steak when it comes out. I don't need to smell the pan. Half sword. First off, you're disrespecting Nubby. Please stop. Enjoy the Nubby you have, not the half sword you don't. Secondly, I played a lot of games like Half Sword. If people are into them, that's great, and I wish them no disrespect. For me, I find it like, I don't know. When I play games like that, like the physics-based combat games, I feel like my brain is temporarily coated in Teflon and they can't find a way to get in. It doesn't make me superior to the game. I wish that there was an easier way for me to get enjoyment out of it. I'm like, yeah, I guess I'm having like a little bit of fun hitting this dude in the face with like a mace or something, but I don't think I could see myself really doing it for like more than 15 minutes. Now, they put like an item in it or something like that. You know the type of stuff that I'm saying. If they put an item in it that maybe like gave you like a bubble shield that protected you from like your first hit of damage, and then maybe like an item in it that like increased your damage or something like that, and maybe an item that made your speed got a little higher after you picked it up. Maybe it was shaped like a belt or something. Maybe if there were cards. Yeah, maybe if there were cards. That's a good bit, but what if it was like a gooner instead? Maybe this game looks good, but what if they were to put in like a lady wearing a weird dress, like a dress that like a maid might have worn but has actually never worn? And what if her breasts were just so large, so impossibly large that it boggled the mind? I'm not talking large breasts. I'm talking the bigger breasts than have ever existed on planet Earth, and they were inexplicably attached to the frame of like a 90-pound wayfish girl wearing like sort of not something like an impractical maid would wear. Like if you were going out as a maid for Halloween, this is something that you might wear. Not something if you were doing any actual labor, you know, within the house or outside of it. But played Rivals off stream then? You got the wrong guy. Do you feel like you've lost in international relations when you spill your seed to a foreign developed goon game like that? Do you feel like you feel like you're letting your country down? A little bit? I can understand that. I know it's a strange thing to feel. What are you talking about? I don't know. It just feels like I don't know how to explain it, to be honest with you. I was gonna say you should be a real patriot and jerk it to, you know, pornographic stuff made in the country that you live in. But then I was like, that's not fair to NetEase, because I don't even think they made Marvel Rivals for gooning. I think that they underestimated the capacity of the modern day gooner. They were like, people will have fun with the mechanics of this game, and then like after it came out, they were like, oh my god, what have we done? You're insanely naive, my friend. I mean, you're the one spending your money on it. I was at an Easter egg hunt this weekend, man. I was talking to people who, like, you know, they work in like finance and stuff like that, like real individuals. I work in finance. Yeah, changing the font choice on Google Finance, maybe. Just kidding. That's probably actually like a really good job. Maybe that's not actually an insult. That's kind of complimentary, I guess. But I mean, you got the cafeteria, right? It's got perks. I'm fucking rich, dude. 60 coins. I buy everything advertised to me. Me watching Family Feud, trying to figure out how to join the American military as a Canadian citizen. If that were fucking true, by the way, you'd be buying a shitload of head-on applied directly to the forehead. At least if you're watching the same type of shit that I was watching as a kid. I was watching a fuckload of Price is Right. It's kind of a sad story, because like we would always, in college, once a semester, we would take like a day off from classes and get drunk at 11 a.m. watching The Price is Right. And then like, it kind of dawns on you, like all the ads are for Alcoholics Anonymous. And you're like... I mean, it didn't affect us because we were like 20. And that shit can't hurt you at that age, obviously. You're a medical marvel. But like, you're like, damn, if we were still doing this at 28, that would be a scary thought. But whatever, come on down. That's it. When he says come on down, that's a drink. When someone drinks, or when someone bids $1 over somebody else, that's a drink. If somebody gets the price exactly right, that's a drink, obviously. That's you finish your drink, because that's a pretty rare one. If someone spins $1, like even, and they get the prize on the wheel, you finish your drink. You see the Alcoholics Anonymous ad, you finish your drink. Interesting question. Are you lactose intolerant? Yeah, a little bit. But like, who isn't these days, man? If you're not a little lactose intolerant, you're probably not having any fun. Not yet. Sure, send it. Randomizes all items in your inventory. No shot, bro. I hate you. I hate you. NLY? It's 50-50, bro. How could I lose? The odds were in my favor. I don't think I'm lactose intolerant. Like, I'm not the type of lactose intolerant that's like, if I eat cheese, I get diarrhea. I'm the type of lactose intolerant that's like, if my wife gets a strawberry milkshake from McDonald's and then she only drinks half of it, I'm like, I shouldn't drink the rest of the milkshake or I'll have diarrhea tomorrow. But then I drink the rest of the milkshake and I have a little bit of diarrhea in the morning. That's my degree of lactose intolerance. Lactate, kind of nice for that. I'm really trying hard to break the cycle of being one of those like middle-aged motherfuckers who's like, anytime we go out to eat, I need to have like Tums first. And it probably is not like a big deal, but to me that feels like that's how I'm really gonna know that I'm getting old. It's like getting gray pubes but in your stomach. It's like, what do you mean by that? Well, it's like you could deny or at least dampen your self-perception of your own aging, but when you like look down at your penis and there's gray hair coming off of it, you're like, fuck, I'm fucking old, man. I think it's the same thing if you're like, I can't go to, sure, we can go out for pizza, but first I gotta bring my, like, what is it, my Prilosec or something? I don't know. I guess that's probably, like, actual medication, but I don't want I just don't want it to happen to me if possible. Maybe we'll just keep stacking kebabs, man. Weird take. I hate this current state of online discourse. People don't argue with arguments anymore. They just hear a joke and go, weird take. It might, like, Gen Z, I'm so sorry. I'm trying my best, okay? Because I know that it's not your fault because you grew up in an era of, like, hey, like, your argument is probably sound, but I'm gonna, like, moralize to you, which means that I'm correct. But, like, we could get past it, man. We could get past it together. What did I do? I don't know. You're probably cool. Whatever. How many months subscribed? It is the Krungo generation, man. Not because they're Krungo, but because they type Krungo. No, you don't get fined here if you don't recycle properly. It would be worse. You would definitely be like a social outcast if like your neighbors saw you not recycle properly. Even though my wife told me yesterday she saw a video from Vancouver where the news followed a recycling truck. And I don't know if this is real, okay? But she said the news followed a recycling truck. Well, it picked up all the recycling and then they drove it to the landfill and just dumped it into the landfill. And I went, I can hear you and I believe what you're saying. I truly do. But I'm choosing not to let that enter my psyche because it would affect my habits in a way that would debase my personality a little bit. I'm gonna maintain my frame of believing that when I wash out the yogurt containers, they're actually making it to the, like some kind of, a building I've never seen before where they take the yogurt. Do I really have a big ant on me? Ah! What the? Yeah! I thought you were trolling me, man. What the hell? Now it's on my back. I can't even see it. Whatever. I looked at the camera and I was like, I'm not that freaked out by ants. Worms piss me off, not ants. I'm more like, what the heck? Like, you're gonna think that this is me making it up. Our house is clean as fuck. What is an ant doing here, man? I guess life just finds a way. It was like, we cleaned our house last weekend because it was like when we clean it. And normally we wait like 2 weeks in between big cleanings. But then we had other parents over yesterday. So you know that we were cleaning that shit again. You know how it is. Fellas. Bringing other parents over into your house is basically, it's like ranked adulting. To put it in the Gen Z type parlance, it's ranked adulting. Like if it was casual adulting, if you just had like, you know, a random person coming over for a minute, you'd be like, oh, if it's a little untidy, it's okay. But if you got other parents, it's ranked. Basically, you're always cleaning. I would push back on that. As an adult, you're not always cleaning. You're sometimes cleaning, but you really are always tidying. Cleaning and tidying are, and I don't think this is a strange take, they're two very different things to me. Tidying is like putting stuff where it belongs and making sure surfaces are like clear. And you always have to be doing that at a certain point because like, otherwise the house just like entropy takes over, especially if you have a kid. When you're in like, when you get to that next level of adulting, not to shame anybody, but that next level of adulting is like, hey, it's time to actually like clean. It's time to bust out the solvents that are probably gonna like contribute to an early grave. Yeah, then there's organizing. Organizing is more similar to tidying, but is not the same as tidying. Because organizing involves, I would say, like reworking the system that is at the foundation of tidying. Organizing is like changing where things go. Tidying is putting things back where they go. Would you describe yourself as young, scrappy, and hungry? There was a time. I would describe myself as a little scrappy. And hungry, but not in like a manifest destiny type sense, but hungry in like a literal thermodynamic sense. Like I really think I'm one of the hungriest motherfuckers on the planet. I eat a lot. I'm kind of like a garbage disposal. I think I could go bite for bite with you. It depends though, like, cause I don't have the same kind of appetite, and I promise I don't mean this as an insult. I don't have the same kind of appetite that some chatters have been proud of. Let's put it that way. Like I just order, if I go to like McDonald's, I just order a meal. I don't like put stuff on top of the meal. Because at some point I'm like, the meal has made me full enough. Like after I finish the nuggets and the fries and the drink, it's like, who am I really trying to impress? Like I'm only hurting myself. I'm a McDonald's menu plus 2 burgers sort of guy. So you're essentially, see, then this is crazy to me. You're eating a McDonald's meal, which already has a burger in it probably, and then you're throwing 2 more burgers on top of it? That seems just, that seems like way too much food. Not a big burger, but the small ones? Yeah, but still. I mean, I'm kind of arguing from a position of weakness, because I was just saying, like, I got a big appetite. But I'm like, I always think about evolution moves so slow, right? So we're basically like the same motherfuckers that we were probably like 1,000 years ago, and largely like 10,000 years ago, but definitely like 70 years ago. And in the 1950s, people were getting like a McDonald's cheeseburger, a large French fry, which was like literally one French fry that happened to be bigger than a medium French fry, and then like a large Coca-Cola, which was like this big, and they were like licking their finger after the last bite. They're like, I don't think I could possibly finish this. I always think about that. And I'm like, I just can't be eating. I can't be eating 1.6 times what Grandpa ate at every meal. That's just like, I haven't earned it. He was out there, he was doing construction work and like hanging drywall and stuff. He did probably take in close to 2,000 calories a day just in Schlitz, if I had to guess. But like, you know, it was a different era. What the hell is Schlitz? It's like the most popular beer in America in like 1961. You don't know about Schlitz, man? All kids know about these days are like high noons. Can I get a Truly? Can I get a pomegranate Truly? You'd never make it in like a 1970s William Friedkin movie, right? Where you fucking sit down at the bar and you just tap on it and they bring you like a cup and a bottle of whiskey and they pour you one and you go, or you just walk into the bar and you go, beer. Can I get a beer? And then the dude polishing a glass is like, wordlessly acknowledges you, pops it down in front of you. I do feel like Grandpa would probably be hitting the flavored vapes if they'd existed back in like the 60s. Like I could see Grandpa at Christmas like sneaking off to the balcony to take a hit of like, you know, strawberry shortcake vapor or whatever. You're switching to nicotine gum. What's your opinion as a streamer? Well, my opinion depends. I'm not trying to be glib. I just like to be specific. Are you switching from regular gum to nicotine gum or from cigarettes to nicotine gum? Because I think if you're switching from cigarettes, that's good. If you're switching from like Extra or like Trident or something like that, I think you should just stick with the Dentine Ice. I don't think you need to add like a stimulant into the equation. Good bit? Yeah, it's a good bit. You should try that at work. That would kill, man. If you were like at the water cooler in 1996 and you were like, yeah, no, I switched to nicotine gum recently. It's been working out really well for me. Yeah, no, thanks. You didn't have to say that, thanks. Yeah. I mean, just like regular gum just didn't have the kind of kick that I was looking for anymore. The NBC's on the phone. They want to give you a 7-season sitcom. That's the kind of joke that could launch a career back then. Jim Belushi type shit. And why do they make it so chewable? You see, they call it chewing gum. As if there's any other kind of gum! Is there a drinking gum I've missed? Whatever, man. What the fuck you, Jerry Seinfeld ass. Fuck you, no me. Oh, man. Current book, as usual, the Bible. I'm the type of streamer that puts family first. Well, after God, but like, well, that's tough, man. When you ask somebody wearing an AI-generated family comes first t-shirt if they would shoot God in the head to save their wife. Trick question. God wouldn't let me get into that situation because bad things only happen to bad people. Sumo owns? I don't know. I mean, it's like... maybe like now. It seems nice for like a tourist to go see it once, but I don't know. I'm not gonna yuck anybody's yum when it comes to sumo. What do I know? I think it would be cool if they could throw hands more than just kind of like push each other. That's true. It would also be nice if they could just get along, but I just don't know if that's the world we live in anymore. I also feel like maybe they've tried this, but I'm gonna assume that they haven't. What if they let one like skinny guy into the sumo ring? And my thinking is like, it's like Mario Kart, right? Obviously, it's just physics. He can't push as hard and he's easier to push, but he'd be harder to catch and like it would be harder to grab him. Like they could dodge or something. Whatever, Nubby. They do have skinny guys. In sumo? Okay, skinny guys or sumo skinny guys? Real skinny? A partnered streamer says real skinny? What are we talking? Like 5'10", 225? Resting heart rate 62, blood pressure 128/74? Like that type of stuff? Like the picture of perfect health? Asking for a friend, do the skinny guys have painted nails? What do you mean by that? I think you know what I mean by that. I don't have shit else to say, man. I didn't see the Minecraft movie this weekend. I did not see Chicken Jockey. But I did see on Reddit the poster of that UK theater that was like, we're having a special Chicken Jockey screening on 420. And I was like, that's gonna be possibly the best or the worst movie theater experience of all time. The 420, like 9:30 showing of the Minecraft movie where they encourage you to throw shit at the screen when they say Chicken Jockey. It's gonna be a police sting. So what exactly are you doing here? And you brought all that popcorn. That's a lot of popcorn for one guy. Know what I'm talking about? You can just, I don't even sound like Chris Hansen, but you can just invoke his cadence and everyone knows what you're going for. You gonna have a brat summer or are you too unk for that? I'll tell you straight up, I'm too unk for that, without a doubt. One of the dads at the Easter egg hunt was like, I'm a little low energy today because I was at a bachelor party last night. I didn't get home till like 1:30 in the morning. I was like, damn. I really am like old beyond my years. My mom was right. I'm an old soul, dude. So I was like, I don't know. If Malv invited me to his bachelor party, I'd probably tough it out till 1:30 in the morning. But like, they'd have to be like a really, really, really good friend. If it was just like someone from work or something like that, I might come to the dinner part of the bachelor party. But as soon as they move you to a second location, that's where I'm out, I think. I was talking about it with Kate. I'm like, when I tell people about my lifestyle, I don't think it's fair to you. Because I bet they're like, man, his wife seems like strict. He's really in bed at like 8:30 every night and then waking up at like 5:15. But I'm like, it's not fair to you because like, that's actually like what I want to do with my life. She didn't get me on the regimen. I got myself on the regimen. If anything, sometimes I'm like, you know, it's 5:15 at night. And I'm like, what do you want to do for dinner tonight? And she's like, oh, I haven't thought about it yet. And I'm like, chop, chop, lady. Like, I'm on the clock. I gotta get dinner sorted by like 5:30 so that I can have it on the table by roughly 6 so that we can be done eating by 6:30. We can tidy up by 7, give the kid a bath, put the kid in bed at 8, 30, 45 minutes, read the bedtime story. All of a sudden, it's basically 9 o'clock and I gotta close my eyes because I'm getting up at 5:15. My ear hurts. Headphones are hurting my ear, man. I don't think it's a pimple. I think it's like... it's getting squeezed by the Sennheisers. You know, your ears get bigger as you get older. You think it's possible they've outgrown the Sennies? Maybe I gotta get like large Sennies or something. And hairier, that's true. It's very demoralizing to... like... you know, you always, after you shave, you always do a check. You're always like, where did I miss? Usually like around here, around like the corners of the jaw. Sometimes like high on the cheek line or like next to the sideburns here. Now I always have to check my ears too. And I'm like, oh shit, I forgot to shave the inside of my ear and the outside of my ear. I gotta get the beard trimmer and then like put it in the horn of my ear and go like just turn it like 45 degrees and then run it along the outside of the lobe. Shit's embarrassing, man. Like human beings weren't meant to live this long or something. I'm only 36 too, man. I don't know. There's not gonna be any spot for like hairs to grow out of by the time I get old. Carson back Miami Hurricane. I'm not getting hair loss treatment, okay? That being said, on Reddit, literally every second post is an ad for hair loss treatment. I was showing Kate last night. I was like, they all also start with the, oh my God. They all start with the funniest sell of all time. And it's like, the #1 thing with hair loss treatment is you gotta start early. Buy today. And I'm like, buddy, if you gotta start early, then you got the wrong guy. You're wasting your money. Because I've been bald since 2008. It's, no disrespect to you. You're saving lives or whatever. Or something. You're saving hairs at least. But like, I think I'm a lost cause in that domain. I'm sorry, if you're like, you could probably be funny if you're 16. But you can't be funny when you're 12, because humor comes from like lived experience. You could do something that's funny at age 12 without realizing that it's making grown-ups laugh. Like anytime I hear an unsupervised 12-year-old swear, it's just about the funniest thing on the planet, because it's like when you give like a chimpanzee like a paintbrush or something like that. It's like you're not you're not a person. You have like it's not natural for you to say the F word yet, or to like call your teacher a bitch or something like that. You're in the 6th grade. What do you mean your teacher's a bitch, man? She's literally teaching you like up to the 12 times tables. Like you're not equipped for that kind of machinery yet. Your bits killed at the playground when I was 12. It's pissing me off that you were stealing my jokes at the playground when you were 12, and now you've gotten older, you're in my chat telling me like I'm not quite communist enough or something like that. Like I'm a little communist, but like not quite enough for you. I guess I gotta get used to it, because like it's not gonna get any better. Like pretty soon, motherfuckers that were like -30 when I started my career are gonna be telling me like, hey, Unc, all those anti-AI bits resurfaced. Do you feel like it's kind of problematic now that 30% of Americans are married to a computer wife? And I'm gonna be like, dude, I don't fucking know. Listen, I didn't expect the world to move that quickly, okay? I thought we had enough time to have some fun with it. I didn't realize that shit was gonna accelerate to that pace, okay? Yeah, I know Moore's Law, you stupid motherfucker. But like at the same time, I just figured it's gotta fall apart at some point. Round 80. When the cop asks if I know how fast I was doing. Editor's note, it was a school zone. Whatever. How's that? I think Vancouver stand-ups, you would appreciate this. Josh was telling me he went to a track with his car, and he was showing me his lap times. And I said, is that a Supra? And then he said, no, it's some kind of like Subaru. And I said, if you really wanted to impress me, bitch, try turning left on Kingsway during rush hour. And I don't think he even knows what the fuck that means, but he typed LOL joy emoji. And I was like, that's how you know, man. That's how you fucking know you got a good one. Yeah, Josh, notoriously hard to get him to laugh. He hates laughing. Which ball did you have surgery on? Personal question. It was my right testicle. Sorry, I had to bring my brain down to my balls to remember for a second. And I was 16 when I had the surgery. And in tying it back to the conversation we just had, the surgeon came into the waiting room and marked the leg. That was like, this is the one with the ball that we're gonna operate on. And I said, hey man, I don't think you're gonna need the marker when you see this. And he went, it's standard procedure. I think that's pretty good for a doctor. Cause like, they gotta be semi-serious, but I still got him to break for a second. Were any of the balls blue? No, man, I was a 16-year-old only child. Like I was cranking that shit vocationally. Like it was a passion project. Opportunity met motive. Like, On the daily, for sure. Okay, that's enough. See ya. Making the NL voodoo doll in your closet and inflating the fucking right testicle to like 3 million PSI. Fuck this shit, man. We should just play the bazaar. Sorry, Nubby developer. Nubby, you will answer for your crimes, Nubby developer, okay? Why are the big pegs at the bottom? I do have to say, Blueprints is pretty amazing, man. First time in a long time a game Tetris affected me. Like, I had a shit sleep on Saturday night. I woke up at like 1 a.m. and I realized that I couldn't get back to sleep because my brain was picking rooms. Like, it was 1:30 in the morning, and I was like, I gotta go back to sleep. But my brain was like, dump the lavatory in the corner. We need to take a great haul off of this one so we can get the lever there. I'm like, bro, fucking chill. You only played it for like 4 hours today. Why are you doing that shit? Come on. It is ironic, man. The Tetris effect, it can save you from a lot of stuff, but it can't save you from the Tetris effect. Like, what if you had like a really traumatic experience that happened while you were playing Tetris? Top comment would be like, you should play oh, fuck. Oh my god. You got into a horrific car wreck while playing Tetris? Oh shit. Oh fuck. Well, you can still delete Facebook, hit the gym and lawyer up. But my other mainstay piece of advice is, you could try. You could still try. Tetris 2? Dude, my parents were like fucking addicted to Tetris 2 when I was like 6 or 7 years old. They bought it on the Super Nintendo, and I remember like, my parents are very responsible individuals. Like, their life was never really like out of balance. There was never like a period of my life where I was like, yeah, I can't really like rely on my dad right now. Like, he was always there to like pick me up. No, I'm not trying to brag, I'm just setting the stage. The one time things were a little shaky was like age 5 or 6 when they got really into Tetris 2. There would be times where I would like wake up and hear like blip, bloop, blip, 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 and then I'd like go out to the living room. It would be like, for me it was really late. It was probably like, 11. And my parents would be out there like playing Tetris 2. And I was like, you guys gotta go to bed. Was my dad with RuneScape? That's so funny. My dad's addicted to Gen Z podcast TikToks. Dad's fucked up, man. I don't think I could handle it if my dad was like a fucking hustle bro or something like that. If my dad got like really into drop shipping, I don't think I could live with that, man. You're like 9 years old. Your dad's hitting you with like some David Goggins shit. Wake up, bitch. Dad, the school bus isn't here for 2 hours. That's 2 hours you could be out doing push-ups, bitch. You fucking fatty. You fat lard, you fat sack of shit. You make me fucking sick. Get your fat ass out of bed. Dad, come on. Podcaster dad. Podcaster dad, we have to crank that to at least 10,000, without a doubt. I'm playing the bazaar. Fuck all y'all. I'm sorry. I can't live with any more nubby losses, man. I'm like, Dad, can't you just be like an alcoholic like a normal dad? No, we got to get at least 10,000. It's 4:14 a.m. Time to remove my mouth tape. No, Dad, no. Time for your ice bath. He buys bad watches too. That's a hobby. I'm not like. What do you mean by bad watches? Do you mean like watches that have no resale value, or do you mean like garish watches? Because there's a difference. Your dad actually sounds like he has a funny personality. I wish him no ill will. But the podcast stuff is crazy. I just like I mean, what you do with your life doesn't really matter to me too much. All I want for you though is to not become an adult who's addicted to watching shorts. If you're under the age of 25, there's still hope for you. Like if I see someone who's like 24 and they're watching shorts, in my head I'm like, other 36-year-olds back me up here. It like, you get really bad at telling people's ages. So now when I was 24, when I saw other people that were 24, I'm like, we're looking old as fuck. Now at 36, when I see someone that's 24, I'm like, you might be 14. I actually have no idea how old you are. You might be the CEO of a company, or you might be in the 8th grade. I actually have no concept of your age. But when I see someone that's definitely like plus or minus 5 years of me and they're addicted to shorts, I'm like, that's bad. Like, I look at you like you've been taken over by Agent Smith, to be honest with you. I wish nothing but the best for you, but it scares me a little bit. One of my girlfriends went over to a date's place for the first time and had a panic attack when she saw the mouth tape brand Hostage Tape on the nightstand. See, that stuff is... I don't want to be... That's crazy, for one. You got to hide that. Not just because it looks scary, but also because you... Don't you lose... Ladies, back me up here. Doesn't the man kind of lose aura if you go to his house and find out he's like a podcast listener? Like, what do you mean you're 24 and you need mouth tape? You have... I don't want to say you have no problems because I don't know your life. But, like, isn't that like when shit starts going wrong with your body, you start Googling, like, how to fix it, and then you're like, oh, duct tape over my mouth while I sleep. Like, at 24, you should be chilling, man. Like, you got... You can literally take, like, PBRs to the face every night and just wake up feeling better than the average 45-year-old. Like, I don't understand. When a dude who's, like, 45 is into wellness podcasts, I'm like, I mean... It's the necessary step before you recognize that you too are going to die someday. I know, I've gone through it myself. You're like, if I just do enough zone 2, maybe I'll live forever. And then you're like, you know, your parents get older and you're like, oh shit, yeah, there's no way to get around it, right? So when someone that's like older has that happen, that's, you know, I get it. But when someone who's like 24 is like, I'm mouth taping and perineum sunning, I'm like, you're already Super Saiyan, man. I don't get it. What do you mean? That's why I would be more embarrassed to have my date know that I like live my life based on pseudoscientific podcasts than to, you know, be concerned that I'm like a serial killer, I think. I mean, they're both bad. Don't get me wrong. In this case, you're not a serial killer. You're avoiding the connotation. You did not take 3 Rhino 69s earlier, and your Snap roster is not blowing up right now. I can't be Unk. I can't be Unk if I know what that means, even though I've never heard the words before. Rhino 69 must be a gas station male virility enhancement. And I don't know if Snap roster is a real feature in Snapchat, but I'm assuming it's a colloquial term for a group of baddies that you got in your phone. Is that correct? You pretty much got it. We take those. Come on, man. I need to sell my apartment in North Van. Do you have any recommendations? I know a realtor, but like I can't really vouch for him. He just kind of like, he sold us our house. I don't know if he's any good, because I'm not like a realtor critic, you know. I'm just a guy. We signed the papers and then the house became ours. So as far as I'm concerned, he's probably the best realtor I've ever worked with. Is he woke? I mean, we live in a West Coast Canadian city, so I'd say I don't know his personal or political opinions. I'd have to imagine he's probably woke relative to the world average, but he does work in the housing industry, so I'm guessing probably a little less woke with respect to like urbanist policies versus the average Twitch chatter, if I had to guess. But I don't think do I really want a woke realtor? Because I think a woke realtor would be like, you shouldn't buy this house, right? He would be like, you should. He would be like, oh yeah, no, I'll sell you this house if you're gonna bulldoze it and put up a 6-story multiplex. And I'd be like, oh, come on, man. I'm just a guy. I don't know about all that. I don't have the kind of expertise to do that. I don't even know what I'd be doing in that situation. I'll sell you this house if you rip out the lawn and put in clover instead. I mean, come on, man. Come on, buddy. It's a very stressful thing to go through, to just... it could be cool, though. I don't know. I never really thought about it. This realtor knows what he's talking about. He seems like a good guy. Guys, I have some terrible news. Tomo, you gotta move. There's an ant. There's an ant. Give me a second. It's the same one. He went under the monitor stand. Keep your head ringing, Tomo. Keep your eyes peeled. I've never seen an ant move that fast. I like this where you are. You're supposed to kill bugs. That's like one of the peak reasons that you're, like, you get free room and board. Kill bugs, bro. That's like your whole thing. Oh, you're right. Shark Claws is aquatic. We'll dump you there. Doolies are menaces, right? He's on the wall, man! Gotcha. Gotcha, buddy. Gotcha! Thanks for nothing, Tomo. Everybody eats. You need a house spider? Well, this is the shit that's pissing me off is like... We have spiders, man. So why... Even the spiders don't want to work these days. They're not killing the ants? That's the whole reason I'm supposed to leave you alive, is so that you kill the things that are even worse than you. And then don't even get me started. The cats don't eat the spiders or the ants. Oh, a dually that freezes you non-stop. Real original. Real fucking original. Cooldown reduction is better on lower CD items. Wrong. Bigger number, better person. You ever think about that? Get domed. Can I say that? I mean, I was using it as short for dominated. It might have other connotations. I don't want to get... The Discord has been all wrapped in a pretzel lately over, like, the... Can a straight woman top a man from the bottom? They've been trying to puzzle that one. And honestly, I released it from my mouth during the Mario Party game, knowing that it was kind of a cognito hazard. And it's been... That's what we want. It's been doing exactly... My handlers are saying the test went way better than we expected. So the CIA is... They're bidding it up, people. That's all I'm going to say. And the world isn't ready for what's coming next.
Bizarre's a crazy place, right?
Try explaining to your mom, who's born in 1959, that a woman can top a man from the bottom. Her head's going to melt down in front of you. She's been knowing? Well, I don't know. They were maybe getting up to some freaky stuff in the 70s and 80s. I don't know what happened, but I think the mods of like old.reddit.com/r/oldschoolcool have achieved a cultural victory. Because, like, they tricked people into trading old photos of their grandma when their grandma was hot for, like, karma, which is not worth anything. Like, all the posts that get served to me on the Reddit homepage are like, this is my hot-ass grandma in, like, 1971. And you're like, damn, Mildred, I didn't know, man. And I'm like, do you know your grandson's just posting that shit online for nothing? For, like, no money or clout or anything? He's just giving it away.
You may call me Cobweb.
It is weird, I agree. It is strange. How about you multicast this freeze? That's what I'm talking about. Did you see the Trump physical? I don't want to glaze him at all, so I'm not gonna. I don't believe that he's 5'10". Didn't the physical say that he's 5'10"? I don't know if I've been tricked by small lecterns or like him always bending down to speak really closely into the microphone. He's got tall energy. It says he's 6'3". I could believe that. I could believe that he's 6'3". I think it's problematic that when I said he has tall energy, people are typing Krungo. Being tall doesn't make you a good person. You know? I'm trying to think of a classic example of a tall guy being mean. I can't think of one. Are any like really bad NBA players or something? Ah, that's true. Bin Laden was very tall.
Tell you who sent me.
I don't know. He has kind of a tall energy to him. I don't know if it's like the cut of his suits or whatever. He has like Nightmare Before Christmas energy is what I was saying to my Discord. It's like he looks like a dude where like he's not, he was like built. You know what I mean? Not built like a bodybuilder, but built like the way you build like a man out of like Lego or something like that, or out of like some stuff you find in the yard. Like he looks like he's like, I am the one with the red tie. 6'3", 195. This is Halloween. This is Halloween. Vulture screaming at the dead of night. Like he looks like he could move like very. He would lend himself well to a stop motion film. Like I just think he has that kind of is adjacent to like the Gru phenotype. Best subreddits to poop to r/ your city's name here. I would say r/soda. Did you see that they found the The heavy soda. Everybody told me it wouldn't work. They did. Dude, look it up. There was a soda fountain with the Pepsi just said heavy on it like 5 times. There were like 7 post-it notes on it that said like, beware, this soda is heavy. Heavy, heavy, heavy. Fuck it, bro. Let's try. Fuck you. That's tough. That's a tough one. I want the heavy Pepsi. Dude, I'm telling you, I'm pretty sure a 300 calorie soda would be the best tasting beverage of all time. I think everybody who says the opposite is virtue signaling, and I don't care if that means if it stifles argument. I believe it. I think a heavy Pepsi, but then like half as much of it, could save you. You know how like when you go to a pub and you're like, oh, I want to order that beer. It's 8%. That'll get me like a little tipsy. And then when it comes, it's in like one of those fuck ass like special little cups or whatever. And they're like, you know, oh yeah, it's not a real pint. It can only serve it in like a 270 milliliter glass. You can't serve it in the big boy glasses like the other ones. And you're like, what the fuck? Why did I order it then? If they had one of those, but for like heavy Dr. Pepper. What the fuck is this, man? Is he like landing gear? What's happening here? He's got Gru energy. I'm gonna freeze your fucking shit, dude. You freeze my shit? Try to freeze me? I'd rather freeze you. Get owned. That, you gotta admit, that's satisfying, man. To see this fucking turbo drill dually eat shit. Die, dually, die, 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 die. You will die. I'm the hero. I'm the main character. You lost. Someone just turned on my microwave and I lost connection. Can you redo the bits? I can't, but I've been there, man. I've been there. The college house that I lived in, every time someone turned on the microwave, the Wi-Fi got scrambled. And then I think I told Chad about it once, and I was like, that it was kind of like scary for me. And they were like, nah, it's actually not a big deal. It's just some like IT shit. You don't need to worry about it. My monitor goes black every time someone turns off the bathroom AC. Now that one would scare me a little bit. My horny ass could not go to the fairy shop if I was in the bazaar. Honestly, I think you guys are like fake fuckers, to be honest with you. I think the horniest people are doing the least fucking, I guess is what I'm trying to say. That there's a jerk to fuck continuum in society, and I don't know where it's been historically. But I think like it's always been jerk heavy, because you can just knock it out for yourself like at any time. But it's like it's like 99.2% jerkers, 0.8% real fuckers these days. But meanwhile, everyone's like, oh, I'd like to fuck that. No, you wouldn't. You'd like to jerk off to it. It's a different vibe. Why are you out here saying you like telling me what you want to jerk off to? I don't need to know about that shit. You're virtue signaling, man. There's a loneliness epidemic? Yeah, because no one wants to hang out with your gooner ass. I was trying to say it in like a Kevin Hart voice. Because you're always saying shit like, my horny ass couldn't make it in the bazaar if I went to the fairy shop. Nobody wants to be around that kind of energy. They want to like share nachos when you go to the bar. I'd rather smoke weed and jerk off than hang out with 99.9% of people. Well, lucky for you, I'm sure the feeling's mutual. That's a fucked up thing to say, man. There's some good people out there. And I think human beings are wired to, you know, get some dopamine from socializing. So I think, like, I don't know. I think the idea is maybe that gives the vibe of like, whoa, this person must be like really selective with their company. But actually, I'm like, it gives the vibe of like, you're talking to the dude, but you can tell he's not listening to you. He's trying to figure out whether his hands should go in his pockets or like he should clasp them in front of his crotch like Lucky Luciano, or he should put his hands behind them and clasp them like he's Morpheus walking through the produce section of the H Mart, or if he should like cross his arms in front of his chest or something like that, but then he doesn't want to appear standoffish, and then all of a sudden you realize like he hasn't heard anything you've said. You can now feel your feet in your socks. That's fucked up. Nah, I tanked that. Hey NL, did you get a vasectomy? Just had my second kid, so I gotta get one. Nah, it's because what's the lady's name in The Taming of the Shrew? She's like Dulcinea or whatever. I'm like torn between two camps. One is people on Twitch saying I should have had a vasectomy before I had a first kid. And then like the other one is like talking with parents at my daughter's school who like largely have more than one kid. And they're like, you guys gonna have a second? So I'm kind of like a George divided. But I think there's a limited rush. I should just, what about a one ball vasectomy? That's a good point. A one ball vasectomy. I never thought about that.
We'll remember your face.
And then if you could just be like, today I'm just gonna come from the snipped ball. Yeah. I got a little dude in there in like the Titanic engine room. Just like the captain's like, come from the inert ball. Come from the inert ball! Like all the fucking like beams and shit are like swinging up over their heads. Come to the inert ball, man! Oh, like the cum steam comes out of the cum generator. I guess that's like quitting time or whatever. I can't remember. Because it doesn't exist, I suppose. But the other thing is, and I have nothing against the vasectomites. But you gotta recognize your arguments are somewhat dishonest sometimes. They'll say some shit like, you should get it done, it doesn't hurt. That's not the reason I'm not getting it done, buddy. Is I'm not like, oh, it's gonna be so painful. I just like, I go, you got bigger machinations going on. Also, yes, it does. That's the other thing. It's gotta hurt at least a little bit, right? They're going into a very sensitive place. I don't think it hurts that bad, but you ever think about how much time you spent as a sperm in your dad's nutsack before he came into your mom, thus making you? A, yes, I do think about that. B, it doesn't bother me because I have a higher level of thinking than the average person on this website. C, I was not a sperm in my dad's balls because I only became a person maybe last night, but certainly not when I was a sperm because I didn't have the other half of the fucking blueprints yet. I didn't know where the fuck I was going. All I knew was that I'd know it when I got there, okay? So I wasn't me when I was a sperm. That was just like, I don't know what you want me to say. You don't put flour on salami and say, enjoy your sandwich, okay? You gotta bake the rolls first. When did I become a person? I don't know. 6.5, maybe? 6.5 years old? It is crazy that one day you like come online as a person. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. I don't know when it happens, man. Because what's weird is like I don't feel, when I think about myself age 5, I don't feel like a real person, but there's like elements of my current personality in 5-year-old me. It's a very strange thing to consider. I'm gonna lose this one bigly. You watch Nosferatu yet, Chibli? No spoilers, please. I'm only halfway done. I saw that midnight day one. Damn, dude. Like, so you're saying that, like, Nosferatu was, like, your Minecraft movie? Shout out to Irvine Spectrum Center. All right. I should have known it wasn't in New Zealand. That's fair. I'm assuming Irvine is, it's a city in California. I do have to, well, I was going to say at least you go to the best states. Well, I'm going to make a lot of people mad, I just realized. But, like, it's hard for me to say that. I've got a lot of respect for Washington State because I'm there more than almost any other state. But apart from that, apart from like putting personal biases aside, I'm immediately sus of someone who says California is not the best state. And I'm immediately turbo sus of someone who says it's in the bottom half. If someone was like, California is not the best state, it's like number 4, I'd be like, I could understand, you probably got nuance for that. But if someone was like, it's like the 48th best state, I would be like, I sussed that. I put some sus on it. I think it's hard to make this stuff objective, but you kind of have to. It's if you agnostic where you live, you gotta say California's a top 5 state. It's on the coast, great weather, booming economy in cool businesses like making movies, great cuisine. You have to at least respect it enough to put it in the top 5. And I wouldn't put it at number 5, but like. That's not for me to say. Top 10, but not top 5? Now you're gonna have to say some shit. You're gonna have to be like, you have to make an argument for why, like, fucking Massachusetts clears California. Because there's some that are going to make it's going to be like the state you live in, and then New York is like inarguable, and then probably Colorado. Colorado doesn't have a whole lot of enemies. I'm waiting for an argument. Okay, Hawaii is a great state. Alaska, it's beautiful. I could take it or leave it culturally. I've never been to an Alaskan luau. It's an absolutely gorgeous state. British Columbia pretty much has a little Alaska inside of it, so maybe I'm a little biased, but you gotta put New York up there, because New York City is, I mean, it's a concrete jungle where dreams are made of. And you got, as far as I'm concerned, California is the other auto include. Florida, no shot. I'm there now and then, unfortunately, and I think it might be, I don't think I could call it the worst state, because at least it's got stuff going on, but the people in Florida scare the shit out of me. The average Floridian inspires like a fear in my heart. Like I feel like I'm in Grand Theft Auto when I'm in Orlando, but like I'm not Tommy Vercetti. I'm like just a guy trying to get to the store and without being hit by a car or harassed by like the most insane person I've ever seen in my life. Okay, fine, I'll leave the shop. And they're going like, yeah, so I consider Washington an auto include, but not everybody's going to feel the same way about Washington, and I think that's fine. I just like the number of times I've seen people type like, yeah, California's okay, but it doesn't hold a candle to like New Hampshire. And I'm like, I think it's good to like where you live, but at the same time, like you gotta you put some respect on California, man. San Francisco, Los Angeles, San Diego, surfing, snowboarding, the Pacific Ocean, the glitz and glamour of Hollywood. It's noteworthy, man. It's noteworthy. Other shit going on there that like I'm not familiar with. No one can afford to live there. I know, because there's too many people, right? I hear what you're saying. You hate Bellingham because they complain about Canadians all the time? Yeah, it's not really fair. I don't really hate Bellingham. But that is the reason that I contribute to the Bellingham and all the British Columbia rivalry. Yeah. Because like Americans, when they go to other places, they're like, we're charitably donating our tourism dollars to a foreign economy. This is good. But then like when tourists come to their part of the world, they're like, what the fuck? You're driving up the price of our milk and shit. This isn't fair. You're making our local businesses too successful. They're no longer grateful for local consumers. But that's really just like 6 people on the Bellingham subreddit. I'm sure they got lots of individuals there that are doing great work. 1950s radio voice. Can you imagine being alive when like the War of the Worlds happened, man? Oh my God. Blanche, get in here. It's happened. I told you, Blanche. I told you it was gonna happen. There's fucking aliens on Canal Street. The aliens are coming up with. It's the radio saying it, man. Didn't people like kill themselves because of War of the Worlds? That would be fucked up. I think my 2 cents, killing yourself sends you to hell canonically. But if you killed yourself because of a misleading radio broadcast, you should get out of jail free card and you should get to go to heaven, because that's not fair. That's not fair that you were like, oh shit, I don't want to be anally probed by like gray or green aliens. So you were like, bang, and then you're like, oh, I have to go in hell now, forever now because of a prank? Like I got baited. Psychologically, I think I would tank an alien invasion pretty well. Because I mean, we would probably get owned because they have like faster than light travel, presumably. But like what would really mess with you long term is the uncertainty. If you were like, oh, this is going to be like a protracted, like centuries long conflict with the aliens. But if they just like got here and they were like, we got like we can make you explode with like our thoughts. I guess I'd just be like, I resign. You got us. Where do we go from here? I don't really have any leverage in this. I guess what's the point in being stressed out, man? Not much point in being stressed out. It's not like I can really get myself out of this pickle. Might as well just send me down to the moisture farm or whatever. I'll do my best. Dude, my daughter, I think maybe I already told you this joke. She's been really working on the 2-line jokes with wordplay lately. So here's one for you. What's Among Us's favorite restaurant? And I think she came up with this independently or stole it from someone.
Now this is how you win the war.
Susway. I swear, I had no input on this. She independently put together Sus and Subway. What's in Among Us' favorite restaurant? Subway. And then she goes, get it? And I think this she did get from me. She goes, get it? Susway? Susway? And I go, yeah, I got it. I got it. I got that one. What size drink does Among Us order at Starbucks? They don't because of the boycott. Wait, no, what's the answer? Dei Venti! Get it? Dei Venti! Oh, dude. You think they still make anti-Starbucks guys? Not phrasing. Not boycotting for like, you know, union-based reasons or political-based reasons, but the guys who resent the fact that they think Starbucks is really fancy, so they go in and like order a large coffee, and everybody claps. Do those guys still exist? There were a lot of those guys in the early 2000s when Starbucks was, you know, terraforming the world. 90% of men over 40 when I worked there. My friend's dad's always talking about this. Dude, they love, I don't know what it is. They really take offense to the tall grande venti. But when they get thirsty, or when the wife sends them out to get a dragon fruit frappuccino, all of a sudden the phone comes out. Can I get a grande oat milk dragon fruit frappuccino with 2 pumps of vanilla syrup in it in an extra tall cup with no room? All of a sudden everybody bends the knee, huh? Well, I see how it is. Meanwhile, me behind them, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna order a large coffee. Holy fuck, my hands are shaking. Can I have a grande pike place, please? Fuck! I blew it again! Fuck! I don't know! No. You did not get head from 5 different girls at Coachella this weekend. That's just not even conceivable, man. It's not even like, it's not a Riz. I'm not doubting your Riz capacity. I'm doubting like your physiology. Is it a long weekend? In 3 days I could see that. 2 days and you've been taking drugs and drinking all Coachella? I don't buy it. Maybe you're built different though. You're assuming they're male? Of course, they're Carson Beck, Miami Hurricane, or whatever their name was. Yeah, 2025 Chattanooga Lookouts. That's exactly what I'm saying. Never been to a music festival. I've been to Hillside, but Hillside doesn't have that kind of vibe, I think. But one of my friends went to like Burning Man 2009. I remember he was telling me about, and he is a friend of mine, but he was telling me about how cool it was, and everything he said sounded like the least something I never wanted to interface with in my entire life. That's what I realized. You can be friends with someone who's like, you know, you guys are not necessarily kindred spirits. We're going to die, by the way. That's fine. He was saying like they had because they have like stalls, right? Or like tents where people can set up merchandise. He was saying there was a tent where women could go and shove an instrument up their vagina, and then they would squeeze as hard as they could, and whoever had the strongest vagina at the end of the day won like a prize. They had like a leaderboard and stuff. And I was like, thanks, man. That sounds fucking horrible. That sounds filthy. It sounds trashy. It sounds fucking disgusting. It sounds like I don't want any part of anybody who would be spectating this. I like unsanitary, just like, nah, man, I don't really want to see that. So you don't like women? I would go out on a limb and say I probably wouldn't vibe with a lot of the women that are at Burning Man, if I had to guess. I think that one, and it's a stereotype, so I apologize, but one stereotype is the TikToker lady who said she healed her kidney infection with the power of meditation or something. And then the other one is like, in my day job, I'm like the CMO for like this NFT marketplace. But once a year, I really like to go to Burning Man and like open my mind to figure out how to revolutionize the software as a service medium. Like that's the other one that I sort of imagine you would meet there. And I just don't think that's my kind of energy, to be honest with you. I'm kind of like a what's up, not much, how about you? Just chilling sort of guy. I'm going to read this. I can't believe I'm going to read this. I knew a bitch so into kegels. I thought my ish was gonna pop like a water balloon when we'd fuck. No, you didn't. You did not. This never happened, man. That's really funny though. You're getting really close to being like an elite chatter. You're getting really close. I think within like another couple of weeks, they might be the ultimate chatter. Because when I hear this strikes me as a Mega Man type beat. Like, this strikes me as like a Mega Man 2 Woodman type stage. Ooh. Yeah, no, that's a Zelda, man. That's a Zelda chord progression. Wait, no, it's do 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 do. Wait a second, hang on. And then it goes do 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 do, and then he comes in and he goes, I'm fucking Mario, I'm swimming in the lake in Princess Peach's castle. I'm the princess, it's a dire docks water in the I fucking knew it, man. I'm fucking swimming in the reservoir that is in Princess Peach's house. Oh shit, it's a fucking classic too. Mario's going for a swim. Mario's going to swim. Mario's going to swim. I'm fucking Mario, I'm swimming in the lake in my girlfriend's house. I'm Mario, I'm swimming in the lake in my girlfriend's house. What else does he say? So there's going to be a lot of lyrics about swimming. When does he sing that? Dire Docks, bro. Now what do we do for 16 minutes? Just do. By the way, one of you motherfuckers said Dire Docks doesn't even have drums. You've outed yourself as a Squeaks viewer, okay? Dire Docks does have drums. You just need to not beat the level in like 11 seconds. If you let it go for like 45 seconds, the drums kick in, right? This gets content ID matched every time, so get ready. What did I tell you? But the drums go crazy. Because you're like, oh shit, is this it? That's all they got in the song? But then you're like, what's that? What's fucking coming around the bend? What's that coming around the fucking bend, dude? Oh shit. You wouldn't get it. What's the doll everyone's been asking me to play? Bracket City! The Atlantic Bracket City. Would you like to start the tutorial? Sure, dude. In Bracket City, you can solve any clue just by submitting an answer. No need to click, just type the answer. Where dirty dishes pile up, or exercise in a game played with a cue ball. Cool. Now both parent clues are revealed, so they're both highlighted. Exercise in a pool, sink. Oh, one more clue to go. Exercise in a pool, sink or swim. Tutorial complete. I didn't learn shit, dude. Okay, 1 second here. 300 of like the suspect. Have you ever had a dream that you wanted him to do you so bad you could do anything? What is this? What you do with this tongue? 300 of like the prime 300 of prime, there's no place, blank off ice. Okay, 1 second. Creature that is the CEO of Disney, according to my niece. Click. Think of, okay, 300. No? All right. Hundreds of ice. I see ice in there. There's no place, office you might work in pantsless. Lick, which became click. Think of a number, click. Iconic creature that is CEO. Mickey Mouse must be the CEO of Disney. Okay. Kind of sand that you cannot be consumed by. Quicksand. Sherlock Holmes accessory. Pipe. What are we doing here, man? Mouse. All right, okay, mouse instead of Mickey Mouse. Iconic mouse action. Eating cheese. Hundreds of, like every the suspect, the most, there's no place. Like home. Home. There's no place. Hundreds of, like every, the prime suspect, the most, there's no, the most likely culprit. Prime. Hundreds of, like every prime number. Odd. Okay, fuck you. Left click. Double click it. Double click it. I don't know what I'm doing. Think of a number, double it, add 4, divide by 2, subtract the number you started with. 7 times 2 is 14. 18, divide by 2 is 9. So it's 2. Like every prime number but 2. Odd. I had that shit 100 years ago, man! They fucking wouldn't let me skip to the top of the nest. They made me solve all the clues that were preceding it. You can't skip? I thought that was I thought the dream was you want to skip to show that your brain is capable of going to the fucking sunken place and coming back without losing your identity. Kind of sand that you cannot be consumed by. Kind of system that requires a lot of fund to get this kind of sand that, contrary to popular belief, you cannot be completely consumed by. Quick. To get this quick, you might need a scheme. A pipe one is a real long shot. I don't know what I'm doing, man. Hundreds of odd-shaped blankion. We're trying to get the yellow highlighted words. To get this quick, you might need a scheme. Money? To get rich. Fund for rich baby. Trust. Kind of system that requires a lot of trust. Honor system. Objection, Your Honor. Object. Hundreds of odd-shaped objects observed over Nuremberg. Hundreds of odd-shaped objects observed over Nuremberg. A pipe one is a real long shot? Let me just type rem, dude. What do you mean a pipe one is a pipe EM? Pipe M? Pipe re? Pipe what? Heavy sleep, I can't solve it, man. A pipe one is a real long shot. A dream. Oh, you fucker. Dream heavy sleep phase, or am. Fuck you. I'm the Bracket City mayor. Fuck you, dude. This shit's still a little too much for a fella such as myself. Book with a little lock. Diary. You might tell your diary about your first one. Kiss. Kind of kiss that doesn't quite land. Rule that makes you feel better about eating food off the floor with second. 5. Less popular but still pretty cool. 5. Stone house with a moat. Castle. Less popular but still pretty cool. 5. 5. 4. In the blank. Fill in the blank. Okay. Filled donut varietal. Kind of kiss that doesn't quite land. Glance. Guys, I don't think I could do this. I think this is just too much for me. I don't really get what I'm going. I don't really know what I'm doing, and it's making my head hurts like right here. Like this is just, I think it's just too much, man. They should stick to leaking war plans. Well, listen, buddy, they shouldn't have been posting that shit in WhatsApp or whatever. I think. I don't know. Like, yeah, I'm sending my accountant like all my identifying details raw, but I'm not the Secretary of Defense, you know? See what's going on in the world of fishing. Damn, pretty slow fucking news year in fishing, huh? Best fishing lures for every season and water type. Rare orange lobster clementine saved from the dinner plate. Impact font. My wife left me 1 in 30 million lobsters saved from death. I mean, maybe this is a rainbow trout. What do you think about that? No, okay, not right. Striped. I need another hint on that one. I'm sorry. What the hell? Hammerhead shark. I need some more. I need some more. I'm going to say it's a hump head wrasse. Okay, give me some more. Oh no, dude, I need some more hints. Guys, I broke the website. They won't give me any. It's a humphead wrasse. Okay, humphead wrasse. We take those! Any day of the week, we take those. This looks like an old fish, man. This looks like like you'd see it in like a picture of what the Earth used to look like 50 million years ago. There'd be like a pond with this dude chilling in it. What's older, fish or dinosaurs? I know it sounds like a crazy question. Like, what showed up first, man? Fish or dinosaurs? Ask Grok. What showed up first? Is showed up the right terminology? Which appeared in the evolutionary record first? Fish or dinosaurs? Fish, man. Fish by like 300 million years. What's the old, you know what? I'll just ask. What's the oldest animal in the evolutionary record that still exists in the modern age? Horseshoe crabs suggest they've been around for 450 million years. No, I'm not talking about an Aldabra giant tortoise that's 191 years old. I'm talking about some shit that's like 1 billion years old. What's the oldest species of animal that's still extant? Thank you, r/AskScience. The tuatara, similar to a lizard, but the sole survivor of a different order that flourished 200 million years ago. Older species than crabs are sponges and jellyfish. What about the first one you could pet? Domestic cats can be successfully bred despite separating from carousels 8.5 million years ago, or 7 million generations. This is crazy, man. What's the oldest shit, plant or animal that's on Earth these days? It's gotta be like a single cell bacteria or something, right? I just can't think of like how I should ask Google. What's the oldest, just start putting in some random scientific words. What's the oldest extant living creature according to Linnaean nomenclature that you could see today with your own two eyes? It's like I'm talking to a genie or something like that. I'm baking in like all the caveats. You know what it's like? It's like trying to share an opinion online in like 2018. I know not everybody can afford to eat avocados. They are very expensive. And the ones that I bought came from Mexico. I do try to buy local whenever possible, but we don't grow avocados here. And I had a deficiency nutritionally where I really needed to have a meal rich in monounsaturated fats. And I went to, it wasn't a chain restaurant. It was a local cafe and it was pretty good. And then they're like, did you tip? And you're like, fuck. What's the oldest shit kicking around these days? Looks like it might be the Greenland shark. It's the longest lived vertebrate genus ever, according to r/paleontology. They first appeared in the late Jurassic. Piss. I guess microbes? That's from a real ass paleontologist, man. Microbes. I could take that. Trouble with the longest-lived genera is their catch-all taxa or form taxa grouped together by morphology that does not necessarily reflect biological relationships. Chat! The record holder for vertebrates is probably the lungfish genus Ceratodus, which with examples from the beginning of the Triassic all the way to the Miocene. Idiots. Do you see the Reddit post? It was really pissing me off. I think it was on r/shitty movie details, which I normally like, but it was heavily upvoted, and it said, the guy in Forgetting Sarah Marshall is 6'4". This is a reference to the fact that tall men, even if average looking, will have two beautiful women fighting over them. Excuse me, bitch, have you seen the fucking movie? Sarah Marshall and Mila Kunis are not fighting over Jason Segel in the fucking movie. He gets broken up with, like at the start of the movie, by Veronica Mars, and then he goes on vacation and has like a meet cute with Mila Kunis. But at no point do they fight over him. There's a little bit of tension at times, but it's not like the whole point of the movie is like all the bad bitches want Jason Segel. He's trying to forget Sarah Marshall. Exactly. It's shitty? No, it's a great movie. As long as you fast forward through the Russell Brand parts. And depending on your proclivity, possibly the Jonah Hill parts. But I personally would watch them because I think he is rehabilitated. And also those are some of the funniest parts in the movie, in my opinion. Love Sean Astin in the pink mesh tank top. So that's 50 First Dates, Shooter. But that movie's okay too, and they do both take place in Hawaii. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. Trying to find a Sporcle quiz that's somewhere between like what color is this object and like who was the fucking anti-pope in Avignon in 1406. So it's a hard balance to strike. I guess you could just hit random. Historical figure teddy bears? Hold on. His random is this gas? 2 minutes to name the historical teddy bears. I'll tell you, I see the Pope. Oh, Winston Churchill. Oh, shit. Okay, 1 second. Charlemagne? Give that a second. Da Vinci. That's... Fuck! I should have known. This one will be an astronaut. That's it. Oh, shit! It's obviously an astronaut, man. Okay, teddy bear wearing E equals MC squared. Ah, yes, my Robert E. Lee teddy bear. That's got to be him right there. Horatio Nelson. He was doing some Admiralty type shit. That's probably him right there. Amelia Earhart. It's crazy. She's like one of the most well-known pilots despite crashing. Sacagawea. That's you. Mother Teresa. Queen Victoria. That's fucking you. Ah, shit. Tutankhamun. Florence Nightingale. That's you. Galileo. That's you. That's the Pope. That's Winston Churchill. That's Charlemagne. Queen Victoria wasn't with the ball? You imagine you go to a dude's house and he's like, you want to see my Robert E. Lee teddy bear? I thought for sure I've seen like a portrait of Queen Victoria holding the ball. Because wasn't that the fucking thing? Is like, oh, the ball that she's holding symbolizes the fact that she conquered the world or something like that. And I'm like, yeah, I know. It's got like, it's the globe, dude. I have eyes. Only at her coronation? Oh, well, Charlemagne was holding that shit all day, I guess. Didn't have shit else to do in like 1200, I guess. What's he going to do? Like invade East Francia? Probably not. I think his son was like the king or whatever. He fucked it all up, is the important part. He fucked it all up. Can you name the entertainment-related images that begin with I in the 5 categories listed below? I think there's a chance, man. I mean, movies, that's Inception. I Know What You Did Last Summer. Inglourious Bastards. Into the Wild and Independence Day. TV characters. Now, this is a problem. That's Itchy. And that's Inspector Gadget. And I couldn't tell you who anyone else there is. Books by the cover. The Incredible Journey. Iron Giant. Sorry, The Iron Giant. Never mind. Okay, The Incredible Journey. Should probably know that one. I thought you might be Isaac Asimov. It does say Isaac Asimov. iRobot? iRobot. One choice can destroy you. I have no idea what that is. I see Iggy Pop. See ICP. See Ice Cube. And then I have no idea what I'm looking at. There may be Imagine Dragons. They look like they're dressed like Imagine Dragons would be in my imagination. Celebrity surnames. You got Eric Idle, Izzard, Irons, Steve Irwin, British lady. A lady who's British. I don't know any of these other ones, I gotta be honest. Laura Innes. Invisible Man, Insurgent, If You Give a Mouse a Cookie, Izzy Steve, Indigo Girls. I should have known the Indigo Girls. Isaac Mendez from Heroes. Yeah, I don't know about all that. You named 0 women? Eddie Izzard is non-binary. Kind of crungo, guys. You fucked that one up pretty bad. You're gonna make me drop the crungo on you? How did you know that? Because I'm fucking tuned in, bitch. I pay attention. I listen. Can you connect the bridges of the aisles together? What the hell happened to Sporcle, man? What? Beat the average. We take those. We take those. Excuse me? If you don't get it, you know what? Maybe just try to watch it in slow-mo. I'm not going to explain what I did. Those who can't do teach, and I just did. All right, I'm going to send you over to my wife's stream. Get me out of there. I'll see you tomorrow. We'll play some Blueprints tomorrow. I'm not going to take a blue chew before the next stream. I'm not going to do that. It just seems like there's no way that could possibly be productive. Distracting, probably. I don't know, maybe. We like to farty. We like to farty. I've got something to smell ya. I've got toots for you. Gonna put some meals in motion. Get ready, cause I'm stinking poo. Say, hey now, hear what I say now. Flatulence is just around the corner. Sure, people got no reason to live. They got fucked up feet, fucked up eyes. They walk around telling great big lies. They got decrepit noses, fucked up little teeth. They walk around going beep, beep, beep. But then he's sure people are just the same as you and I. Oh, fools such as I. All men are brothers until the day they die. It's a wonderful world. Sure, people got small penis. Sure, people got poop anus. Sure, people got really bad sense of style. They got no soul. They got no hair. They walk around with the burp, burp, burp. Well, fuck you, Randy Newman. Can't take this anymore. Seeing all the things we said before. All these thoughts, they make no sense. I found peace in ignorance. Let's see here, let's you say over and over again. Knows all the words? Yeah, because I was in 8th grade when the "Shut up when I'm talking to you" song came out. Shut up! Wicka wicka woo! Shut up! Wicka wicka woo! Shut up when I'm talking to you! Da 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 da! Shut up! Wicka wicka woo! I kind of want to listen to it now, though. I just kind of want to listen